Worry about confidence all the time, absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's when you go into season with high expectations and you sit here 4-3, getting ready to go play in Ann Arbor, that's a factor. But it's Michigan State, you know. So just put all our stuff aside and get ready to play football.
You know, every time we talk about Michigan's offense, we talk about Denard Robinson. When you look at the total scheme as a defensive coordinator, what concerns you in the overall scheme?
Denard Robinson?
That's the big thing?
Oh, there's no question about it. I think he's like Braxton. I mean, they got a great receiver in Gowan. I think is dangerous. He had a big pass last week. So, you know, they got weapons everywhere. But he's definitely the guy that runs the show. Yeah, I made a dumb coaching error against Ohio State. We didn't go live on a quarterback that week. We should have treated him like a tailback and been live on him. We didn't go live that week. We won't make that mistake again. Demetrius Cox is him, and even Tony Lippett played a little bit of him yesterday. That's how important that position is. And we've been live on him. Yeah, there's some things differently that, you know, he's throwing the ball a little bit underneath. You know, I don't know if he can blitz him as much because he's throwing the ball underneath and getting it out a little bit quicker. So, yeah, there's some things that you gotta worry about.
How do you prepare a young player like an Andrew Maxwell who's never experienced the big house in a game environment for what he's going to face?
I don't know if you can, really. From a pressure standpoint, from a noise standpoint, I mean, that's going to be something that he has not been through. But, you know, he's played Ohio State, he's played Notre Dame, he was out there against Georgia, you know, a couple years ago. So he's been under the gun. So I think with the 7 games of experience he has under his belt right now, hopefully he's able to hold up okay.
You gotta make plays. You know, and our guys have got to make plays, and you know, whether it's on the ball, we had 4 dropped interceptions last week that we've emphasized, and doing extra ball drills, and you know, we can get it done ourselves. And it's the same thing with pressure. If we miss a sack, it's just you're giving them something instead of taking something away.
Very good football team. Other than the fact that they have a lot of guys with experience in that scheme of defense for a second year, which you can see the growth there. They lost some good players up front, but the guys that return, you can see they're more comfortable in what they're trying to do defensively, and that makes them better. Well, again, it goes back to, you know, first of all, you got some pretty good players back there. They got some athletes in the back end. I think a big part of that is the pressure they put on opposing offenses. In the pass game, they don't give the quarterback a whole lot of time to sit back there. They're trying to make them get the ball out. So I think that's a big part of what they've been doing.
You know, you always worry about it. You know, it's an emotional game, played by emotional players, and it always concerns you. I think it's a concern, and we've addressed our team that, you know, we can't have penalties, but we don't want to take the physicalness away. So it's going to be a physical game, and it's physical for them. They play hard too. So both teams are going to come out and play hard. You know, I think it's up to the officials to control it early and make sure it doesn't get out of control. Because if they control all the nitpicky stuff early, then it'll be a clean game.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, we have guys who have experienced success, not just against Michigan, but at Michigan. And but every year's a new year. Every year's a new year, and they're better, and we're not where we expect them to be. So. You know, that all plays into it, but it still comes down to what goes on at 3:30 on Saturday.